Hello and a warm welcome to Federal special program Capital Beat. Today, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee was in Delhi to attend the NITI Aayog meeting, the ninth Governing Council meeting. And out of this meeting, Mamta Banerjee stormed out. She said that she wasn't allowed to speak. She just spoke for 5 minutes, and after that, her mic was muted. And after she came out, she addressed the reporters saying that she was not allowed to speak. And the moment she raised the issue of central funds, how they were not being allocated to West Bengal, she was not allowed to speak. And she also said a number of other things, like she said that NITI Aayog doesn't have the financial powers, give those powers to NITI Aayog. But the point is that what was Mamta Banerjee trying to project today when she walked out of the meeting in an irate mode, and the way she addressed the media? What has Mamta Banerjee achieved today? And not only this, like uh, uh, she has expressed her discomfort with the India alliance also, like she said, and specifically Congress, because she said yesterday as well that she has a problem in aligning with Congress at the state level, but as far as the India alliance is concerned, they are together. So, what is this kind of messaging which is being put out by Mamta Banerjee while she walks out of the NITI Aayog meeting, which was boycotted, mind you, by three Congress ruled state chief ministers? Even Tamil Nadu chief minister wasn't there. And also to underline the fact, Nitish Kumar, Bihar chief minister, also wasn't there today. But to come back to the question of Mamta Banerjee's posturing today, what was it exactly she was trying to achieve? We'll try and discuss all of this. Joining me now is Sushmita Biswas, who's the Congress spokesperson from West Bengal. Sushmita, thank you so much for joining. We have Monadeepa Banerjee, senior journalist and political commentator. Thank you so much, Monadeepa. And we have Samir Purkaisa, who's the senior editor with the Federal and covers the entire Northeast. Thank you so much, Samir. I think Samir has got disconnected. So I'll begin the conversation with Sushmita. Sushmita, the very fact that Mamta Banerjee reached Delhi, she attended the meeting, but then also she did her posturing of coming out and addressing the reporters and saying that, look, I wasn't allowed to speak, and the central funds haven't been allocated to West Bengal, which have been pending for long. And then she talks about giving financial powers to NITI Aayog. And yesterday she said that let's bring back the Planning Commission. Now, what is Mamta Banerjee trying to achieve by storming out of the meeting today, according to you? And how would you look at it?
Look, earlier Mamta Banerjee was not agree to go to Niti Aayog, but now he agreed about this matter and she went to join there. And she said that after a few minutes her mic was muted and she didn't tell anything for that reason. Afterwards, the Nirmala Sitharaman said that the mic was not muted. If she wanted to say anything more, could say. But one thing that there is, that one problem is there. We are telling about that always the BJP, the TMC always allies with BJP, because if the one side of the coin is Trinamool, then another side is BJP. Because just look, earlier she was not agreed to go Niti Aayog, and now she is demanding for 5 years planning. Now she is demanding for 5 years planning, and 5 years planning, that was our previous demand. That our previous demand was that 5 years planning was introduced in our country from 1950, that by Jawaharlal Nehru. And after that, our country always has progressed within by this 5 years planning. Now, Niti Aayog is not necessary for our progress, but Niti Aayog's boitak, she didn't join over there for previous year. Nowadays, she wants to save his nephew, because for that reason she went there and she wanted to say something, but her mic was muted. That is totally wrong conception.
Hang on. Now you're saying two things. You are saying that Mamta Banerjee went to Delhi to protect her nephew. On the other hand, the second point you mentioned is that she's trying to talk about the 5-year planning commission, right?
India is a platform, not alliance. Okay, India is a platform that the parties who are going to against BJP, those who will accumulate and they will do the activities against BJP. But each and every party has one ideology. Each and every party has one agenda. No, that TMC's agenda, that is clear agenda. I will capture Mamata Banerjee. She always remember that thing. She will capture the whole Bengal and she will rule over the Bengal. But the Congress, if she doesn't destroy the Congress workers, kill the Congress workers, and destroy the Congress, otherwise her party will be not increased. This is the main fact.
All right, all right. Let's not spread out ourselves too much, today, because if we go on discussing, there'll be a number of points which you will mention about the killing of the workers here, this, that. Let's focus the pointers today as far as the NITI Aayog is concerned and as far as the posturing of Mamta Banerjee is concerned. I'll come to Samir first. I'll come back to you again. Don't worry. Samir, now the kind of posturing which has been done by Mamta Banerjee, if she had to protest over the funds, she could the possible one possibility was that she could not have she wouldn't have agreed. She would have sat in Kolkata, she would have given her bite, and she would have said that there was no use going to the NITI Aayog meeting. But then she decided to come to Delhi, make her point, and then again go back to Kolkata, because what the reports I was reading, she said that Nirmala Sitaraman said that her turn came earlier because she had to go back to Kolkata. So this thing was pre-planned that she has to speak early and she will have to return to Kolkata the same day. So what has Mamta Banerjee tried to achieve today, and in what ways her presence in NITI Aayog has added value to this whole event and the objectives of the NITI Aayog?
See, there is a method to Mamta Banerjee's madness. We like it or not, and this has been giving her electoral dividends. Election after election, she is winning by taking this kind of stand. So, what is her goal? She tried to score brownie points here, and on not only against the BJP but also against the opposition parties, particularly in West Bengal, the Congress and the CPI. Her, if she had, boycotted this NITI Aayog meeting, the message would have gone that because of her confrontation is attitude, the state is not getting central funds, and as you know, central funds for various welfare schemes like MGNREGA, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, and many such schemes
And
are
Manrega,
MGNREGA and all these things, all these schemes, the funds are frozen since for the last 2 3 years. So, and the particularly the BJP is trying to say that it's because of corruption. Then because of our confrontation is attitude. This kind of message was sent across. So here, first she tried to address to her electorates that for the sake of West Bengal, I am going to I am willing to sacrifice my ego and go there, despite other India Alliance Chief Minister boycotting it. Still, I am going just for the sake of Bengal. I want to raise the injustice meted out to the people of Bengal. I just want to raise the voice. Now that is one point. Secondly, see, if the moment she announced her decision to go and attend the meeting, the CPM and the Congress try to create a narrative that this is there is some tacit understanding. She has some tacit understanding with the BJP to protect her nephew from various from various corruption cases which the central agencies are probing. So, so that's why that she will boycott this NITI Aayog meeting. She would boycott this. The indication was there since yesterday. immediately after landing in Delhi, she had said that I have come here to raise the voice against the injustices done to Bengal, and if they don't allow me, I'll walk out of the meeting. So she came prepared to walk out of the meeting to create a narrative, to to dismiss this setting narrative which the CPM and the Congress is trying to push in Bengal. So now, by storming out of the meeting, she has demonstrated that there is no understanding with the BJP, and she is willing to go extra mile to confront with the BJP.
No,
So
but does this posturing give her an upper hand now in India alliance? Whether it is Congress, whether
I'm
it
coming
is
to that.
CPM, yes.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. And to the India alliance, another message is that don't take me for granted. See, so within the alliance, TMC, and from the beginning, immediately after the results were announced, if you see the TMC's position during the election of deputy speaker and all these things, TMC during from that time onward, they have made it very clear that they will not, just throw the Congress line.
Give you enough time. Yes. Yes, Ami.
Yeah. So the message to the Congress High Command is clear that don't take us for granted. Within the India Alliance, we'll maintain a separate identity of our own. And to the Congress and the CPM in the state, she has been from the very beginning, particularly to the Congress, because she knows that TMC and the Congress shares the same vote base in the state. After all, TMC is the offshoot of the Congress. So there, as Sushmita has pointed out, she is not willing to give an inch of turf to the Congress, and aggressively she is as aggressive against the Congress and the CPM as against the BJP when it comes to the ground zero in Bengal.
All right. So I'll come to Monadeepa. I'll come back to you, Sushmita. I know you wanted to make a point, but let Monadeepa also make a point, and then I'll come to you. So, Monadeepa, what is uh, Mamta Banerjee trying to achieve? Now, there are two, three things. First, she's spoken about the funds, that the funds are not being given to West Bengal. West Bengal is being insulted. That's what she said. She wasn't allowed to speak. So, she has put out her point of repression that, look, I was the only chief minister. There was no other opposition chief minister. Then also, they didn't listen to me. She sent out a message to the Congress High Command also. So at the end of the day, when Mamta walks back from this NITI Aayog meeting to Kolkata, what is going to be the big headline according to you? What is the posturing? I mean, this kind of posturing. What has it? What has she achieved?
I mean, I've been watching Mamta for many, many years, and I realize one thing very strongly, and that is Mamta Banerjee wins elections not just like that. And that's because she starts preparing for the next election from the day the results of today's election come out. And she is already positioning herself for 2026. She wants to make sure that she is there, or at least the Trinamool Congress is in power for the fourth term. And there have been many little things that she's been doing that clearly show her focus of 2026. And this particular episode in New Delhi today is yet another chapter in that. I mean, look at her statements of yesterday at her press meet in New Delhi, which some of the newspapers have covered in a very tongue in cheek manner. I mean, she almost went there, not almost, she went there fully prepared to walk out of the NITI Aayog meeting, and she says so herself. And she walked out. She did exactly what she planned to do. Nirmala Sitharaman has so far already said that no, there was no shutting down of mic. The PIB has put out a statement saying her statement, Mamta's statement, is misleading. But all that notwithstanding, Mamta Banerjee has achieved what she set out to do, and that is tell her voters in Bengal excuse me, look, I went to Delhi to get you, your rights, all the money that is owed by the center to us, and I was not allowed to speak. So she returns to Kolkata, a heroine, a heroic warrior for the cause of the Bengal people. That's something that has really worked with the Bengal people. The positioning of Mamta Banerjee as this, Banglar May, the daughter of Bengal, fighting for Bengal's rights, and that is what she has gone and done yet again. I mean, otherwise, I cannot understand the purpose of this particular little theatrical situation that was created in the last few hours in New Delhi. The other objective, of course, is a message to India, particularly the Congress, who she has been trying to tell forever that, look, you are not my boss. I mean, that is something she cannot bear with. I mean, come to think of it, Rahul Gandhi is younger than her. He's a political novice in comparison to her. And she's not willing to take his leadership or even Kharge's leadership as the last word in India. And so she has once again tried to show or flex her muscle. She has been doing it ever since the election results came out. Remember, she went to the Ambani wedding and went and met, Thackeray, and she met Pawar, and she, of course, met Akhilesh, but nothing to do with the Congress. She also said to Uday Thackeray that I will come and campaign for your party in the assembly elections. Why isn't she campaigning for the India party? Why did she only say Uddhav Thackre's party? And then the other day in Kolkata,
Point
we
you
saw.
made, Monica. That's a very interesting point you're making. So,
Yes.
are we seeing these first indications of India alliance, some kind of fissures arising? Because if she meets Uddhav Thackeray and she tells him that, look, there is a rally, and if you are addressing the people, I will come and support you in the rally. I will come and campaign for you. So, is she trying to create another front within India alliance?
There is a term in Bengali, ghorer moddhe ghor, so a house within a house. So yes, she wants to have that house within a house. At least that is what it seems. Of some regional parties who are not the Congress. So I'm glad her intentions seem pretty clear.
So, it means that
Whether she will achieve her objective is a big question.
So, what you're saying is that this narrative of a non-BJP, non-Congress front, maybe she's trying to create a house within a house like that.
She's been doing that for a long time. It's
All
not for the
right,
first time that she's
all right,
passing out this message, and she's been doing it for a long time. And I
all
must
right,
say, she's been very persistent in this.
right. Okay, so let me come to Sushmita now. Sushmita, now you've heard both Samir and Monadeepa, and they've clearly put out the perspective. Now, what would you really say if she's trying to create a house within a house, uh, and she's not ready to accept Congress as a boss? So, what would you do, and what is going to be Congress's next step?
I want to say 3 points mainly. Firstly,
Okay.
the Trinamool Congress is always saying that Trinamool Congress is deprived in the scheme of Manrega, in the scheme of Abbas Jojana, all these, etc., etc., whatever the schemes are introduced by the central government in the time of UPA. Now the names are changing, but the schemes are the same. They are telling that they are deprived. So why, I want to say, why Trinamool Congress didn't go to the Supreme Court? Trinamool Congress always demand that she wants to recover their money of these schemes. Then why she didn't go in Rajasthan? The Congress government went to Supreme Court to achieve all the schemes. To why she didn't go? But Trinamool Congress always go to Supreme Court to save the criminals. This is the first point. Second point, how many times did Abhishek Banerjee raise his voice in the parliament about this, about this money of these schemes, that we are deprived? Please give us the money. How many times he raised his voice? This is the second question. And the third question, that Didi said that ঘরের মধ্যে ঘর and house within house. She never, she never bothered Congress. Now she is in danger for CBI, ED, IT, for all this. Now they are in phobia. For that reason, they want to that recovery themselves from this danger. For that reason, they have don't any option to join anywhere. For that reason, she is telling we are in India Alliance. For that reason, we are telling that Trinamool Congress always want to destroy Congress, because if the Congress will destroy, then Trinamool Congress will raise.
Now, just hear me out. Your larger message is understood. That Mamta has given a message that she is not ready to accept Congress as the boss, and whatever
As a
problems
boss,
she has, and whatever
she has never accepted it.
no no,
She has never accepted it.
and Congress also has its own explanations, which you have already given out, right? So now the point
Hmm.
is, where do you see your relationship, your party's relationship with TMC as of now? Where is it headed to? Are you going to split with the India Alliance just because of Congress?
No, no, never. Listen, that I said previously that India is a platform. India is a platform alliance, that India INDIA, integrated alliance. But this is a platform for this, against this BJP, because BJP.
Rita, are you saying that you are ready to be part of that platform, but you're not ready to ally with Congress? Do I understand it that way?
Trinamool Congress, not Congress, Trinamool Congress.
That's what I'm saying, that you are ready to be part of the India Alliance platform, but you are not ready to ally with Congress, your party.
No, 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 not that is. In Bengal, the perception in the Bengal, that is totally different. If we will tell that Trinamool, we are allied to Trinamool Congress, they can't tolerate that one, because they are someone's husband, someone's brother, someone's father has died for Trinamool Congress. How they will agree with this? Just you tell me. Is it possible or not?
Okay, so Monadeepa, now how do you understand the positioning of Congress vis-a-vis Trinamool Congress? How do we see the things moving from here on, Monadeepa?
See, historically, which means in the last 15 years, what we have seen is that the Congress, the Trinamool Congress has risen in West Bengal at the cost of the Congress. There's no question that Trinamool Congress has absorbed a lot of the voters of the Congress, the leaders of the Congress, and so on. The other thing is that there is no doubt about the fact that Mamta believes that both Congress and CPM are her foes in Bengal. So, how can she collaborate with the Congress at the center but fight in the state? This has been a long standing situation. There seems no resolution in sight. Of course, now that Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has has lost the election, has lost that prominent place in the Congress, will that help a better equation between the Trinamool and the Congress in the state level? That's a big question mark. I mean, if you remember, Adhir Ranjan was forever keen on aligning with the left. And that's what he pushed. And strangely, despite the fact that the leadership in Delhi is fond of Mamta Banerjee, they allowed Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary to have his say in Bengal. And even in this last election, we had the left and the Congress in alliance and Trinamool in opposition. There was no question of an alliance between the Trinamool and the Congress here in Bengal. So, that is an adjustment they'll have to continue to make. Otherwise, Congress will suffer in the state.
No, but
And
Monadeepa, do you think that if Mamta's end goal is that house within house you're talking about, and maybe some kind of a front which she has been trying for long, what are the chances? Is she really going to succeed without Congress? That's also a $1 million question.
absolutely. I mean, it's all very well. There are many regional parties who are doing very well, including, of course, your DMK, and there is the CPM, if Mamta Banerjee will even consider talking to Mr. Vijayan. But there is a Telugu Desam party. There are all kinds of regional parties who are doing well for themselves, performing well. So Mamta Banerjee might want to bring them together and negotiate with the Congress separately. That seems to be her grand design, and she's working towards it. But her main point is 2026 elections, and what are the equations going to be in the state? Where will Congress be? Where will the left be? I mean, they are rivals, so there's no way she can allow herself to be seen on the same side as either one of them.
Right. So, from what Manadeepa you've said, I'll come to Samir then, and then take a concluding remark from Sushmita again, and then close the program. So, Samir, what Manadeepa is saying that she's positioning herself clearly for 2026 Vidhan Sabha elections in Bengal, and her goal is very very clear that she will treat Congress as a rival party when it comes to the state politics. But how does it impact the things at the center when it comes to India Alliance? And again, that same question which I asked Monadeepa, do you think that she's really going to succeed in creating that federal front or that house within house?
See, as of now, I don't think she will try to, rock the India bloc at the center, because she has a domestic compulsion to show her as an anti BJP because of the minority vote share, which is the core vote of
Exactly.
TMC. So she will keep on this dual positioning. At the center, she will try to have this thing, an alliance with the, she will try to be within the India bloc to show that I am with the anti BJP bloc. But in Bengal, she has a political compulsion not to give any kind of leeway to either to the Congress or the CPIM, because, and if you see the Bengal politics is not just the battle of ballots, it's a turf war. You have to dominate areas, village after village. This kind of domination is required, and for that she knows once she makes some kind of concession to any of her political rivals, or even for that matter political alliance, then her party's position, organizational base will get weakened, and she cannot afford to do that for the survival of her own party. And if you see the what is TMC after all? TMC is a the party which was formed with one point agenda, that anti-left agenda. The core point on which it was established. It has nothing much to do with ideology and other things. So so that anti left stand she will have to maintain, and the Congress of late is aligning with the left, both at the center and also in the state, particularly in West Bengal. The relations between the CPM and the left front and the Congress has improved of late, and so that has make it more this imperative for her not to give any concession to the Congress.
All right. So let me come to Sushmita now. That what would you really then say that she has scored a brownie point by attending the NITI Aayog meeting, storming out of it, giving her message to the India Alliance, giving a message to the Congress, and then what does Congress do? Does Congress look like a helpless partner today? Then
Congress has already decided to boycott the NITI Aayog, and the other alliance parties also same. They are not attending the NITI Aayog. But Mamta Banerjee went over there, and she said that the mic was muted. Previously, the BJP's this record was has been done. This one that in the Lok Sabha, when Rahul Gandhi talked, then the mic was muted. When in the Rajya Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge was given his speech, that time the mic was muted. That we know that always the BJP try to stop the voice of the against BJP. That for that reason this thing is happened. I
no, but
think so.
Are you miffed with this one-up act of Mamta Banerjee? Your party is miffed that
Yes, 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 because we are telling that we are telling that our country, Republic of India, is a democratic secular country. For that reason, we always ready to allies other parties who are against BJP. This is our main agenda.
So, what is your ultimate relationship with the Congress then now? After Mamta Banerjee's storming out act of NITI Aayog meeting, how does one see? How does one read this?
That look, I just told you that same thing. I just told you that before that this thing was happened with Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge. This thing can be happened with Mamta Banerjee also, because the BJP has done this. We know that BJP has done this, but Nirmala Sitharaman is telling that is not done in the Niti Aayog Boithak, that Mamta Banerjee is telling lies. But we can't believe it.
So
We
you are
can't
with
believe it.
Mamta, you are with Mamta, and you are not with Mamta. I'll take concluding comments, brief comments from
We
Samir.
are with Mamata. We are in Mamata in respect of whole India, but not in Bengal due to corruption. Due to corruption.
Both the parties have clarified this. There is no confusion about it. Even Mamta says it, and the Congress has also said it. Okay, quick comments from Samir. Samir, to you first. Concluding remark. Yes, on Mamta's storming out act on the NITI Aayog meeting today. Yes.
The dilemma of the Congress and the left front on the Mamta's, on how to position themselves vis-a-vis Mamta was cleared in the recent, internal meeting of the CPM, wherein they admitted that their positioning against Mamta was wrong in the last parliamentary elections. So they are yet to figure out how to deal with Mamta Banerjee in this kind of very contradictory situation, wherein they have to fight her in the state, but at the central level they need her. And similarly, the TMC also has the same dilemma. Hypothetically speaking, in case sudden a situation develop in the country wherein the BJP needs the support of the TMC for their survival, will she be able to support the BJP government? No, because that will, ahead of the 26th election, that will severely hamper her political position in Bengal. So she won't do that. She won't rock the India alliance at the center, but at the state level, she will have to keep on doing this kind of posturing to, show that this thing to send across a message to her voters that look, we have nothing to do with the Congress in the state. So there no concession to the Congress.
Right. So it's very clear that Mamta Banerjee has been sending the message to Congress very clearly that they cannot ally at the state level. But there's very narrative of how long the Modi government will continue, if at all it falls and India Alliance forms a government. Uh, is Mamta trying to reassert the fact that, look, I'm much more superior than Congress? Is she again bringing back her, the ambitions of becoming a prime minister? Could that also be one point?
Okay, well, many, many years ago, and especially when Mamta Banerjee was, part of the central government with Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and, then her growth trajectory has been monumental. And early in those years, she used to be called Mercurial Mamta. But the way she has won election after election and uprooted the left and kept the BJP out of Bengal, I must say that Mercurial Mamta is gone, and it's now a very masterful politician, Mamta. There's no question about it. Now, you and I are looking for reasons behind what she did. Believe me, between the four of us, we don't know how she will turn the narrative to her advantage. As for the question of being prime minister, I will say it has become very, very much muted in the last few years. But surely the ambition must be remain. So, which is the only reason that explains why Mamta Banerjee has been going on about how the BJP government, or rather the NDA government today, is unstable and will not last and will implode. So,
Right,
surely she's
right.
also keeping her hand up in the air for the prime minister's job should it become vacant.
So my last question to you, Monadeepa, is that does Mamta Banerjee raise her profile by indulging in theatrics like this, which has takers only for the West Bengal voters? Because whatever posturing she's doing it for the Bengal voters, with an eye on the 2026 election. So does it raise her profile, as a leader at the national level? Of course, she'll succeed at the state level.
It's a good question. It works for her voters here in Bengal, but I'm not sure that either the Congress or the left will, react very well to the drama that has unfolded in Delhi today. I am not sure about the other regional leaders. I still don't know why Hemant Soren didn't go to the meeting, though he was apparently supposed to. But MK Stalin has expressed his anguish at the way Mamta Banerjee was treated. I think the last line on this show really must be Mamta works in mysterious ways. So let's watch the space for more developments. You never know which way the cookie will crumble.
Right. So Mamta's mystery is on. Yes, Amir, you wanted to make a point, then I'll close the program.
Yeah, so see, this is not the only area where she is confronting with the center. If you see her recent remark on sheltering the Bangladesh refugees, so if you see, she is not bothered about what kind of image she is sending across to rest of India. She is bothered about her electoral, constituency. So by saying that I am going to, give refuge to the Bangladeshis, in rest of India, it might be seen as a anti-India stand. But in Bengal, she is playing that Bengali cards. Look, they are our brothers, and when they need help, I am there for them. So she is not bothered about how the media project her outside Bengal. She is focusing in on Bengal.
Right. So Mamta's mysterious ways continue, and it's very clear that she's trying to pitch herself for the 2026 elections, that there can't be any other party except for Mamta's party. But yes, at the national level, does she raise her profile? Does she not? All those are big questions. But yes, the drama continues, and the battle already has begun for 2026 West Bengal elections. Thank you so much, Sushmita Biswas, Monadeepa Banerjee, Samir. It was wonderful having all the three of you on the program. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this discussion, subscribe to our channel, send us your feedback, and stay tuned to the Federal.